Kuriche RTV versus Ngendi Lucky hamwe na barista Damo nawe amaze kuhagera umeze neza?
Meze neza
cyane. Alright, so birakunda cyane ko biraza kugenda neza bitewe nuko turi kumwe na Zari Hassan the diva all the way from South Africa, but she's around here and she's going to bless our room versus RTV Arabia. Welcome back in Rwanda.
Thank you.
Welcome for the first time in this studio.
In the studio.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I woke up with good energy. I love here. I love the women here.
All right.
Yeah.
Why women? Why not men?
So beautiful. Like Rwanda's women they are so authentically beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And what is your impression after landing in Rwanda?
Rwanda is the most organized country.
Thank you.
And the city of Kigali is probably the cleanest city in Africa.
I appreciate it.
Without a doubt.
All right.
The roads are very organized. There's no potholes. I haven't actually passed any potholes.
All right.
So shout out to the government.
All right.
They're really doing a good job with this country.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, I have some couple of questions I'm going to ask you, but before that, let me start by this one. How excited are you to be back in Rwanda? Because this is your second time in here, maybe for the first time in this studio, but the second time in Rwanda. How do you feel to be back?
I feel good. I mean, revisiting a place that you've been before, you know, just brings back memories. Exactly. The other time I came, I think we visited the historical sites of the genocide, and that was very heartbreaking for me. It was so painful. So coming back today here, I had flashbacks of that, but, you know, we can only pray they rest in peace. So today I'm happy because we're here, you know, I have an event happening. It's an all-white event at the Wave Lounge tonight.
Exactly.
So I'm happy because now I get to see people. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. How did you end up with all-white events, all-white parties, different? Because this is not your first time to organize the all-white parties. You had all-white parties in Kampala. How do you feel? And then how did you end up to create such event?
So I used to love how Puff Daddy, P. Diddy now, how he used to throw parties on a yacht. You know, they would all come dressed white, they would be bowling. It's a different level of people and you're like, wow, I want that. But now this was in Hollywood. I was like, how do I now bring Hollywood to Africa? And then I started it in Uganda. So since then, it's always growing and growing and growing. And then I get invited to to do one in Rwanda. I'm like, why not? Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there any challenge as a woman who organize such events, white parties? Sometimes you face many challenges. Is there any challenges?
There's always going to be not just women. Any concert or any event, sometimes has challenges. You could be missing this. This could not be what exactly you imagined. The decor could be wrong, but either way, I always overcome.
Fantastic. How did you manage to travel? I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's like almost 20 countries so far, 2023. How do you manage to travel?
I don't know. I think
it's all about business, so
it's
you
work.
like it.
I actually travel for work. I don't remember where I've traveled for holidays. Most of the time I travel for work because I love working. I'm a mother of 5. The responsibilities are so many. And of course I have my family. So yeah.
And then how do you manage to travel in those countries, and then you manage to maybe care of your family, 5 children, your family? I think they want you also.
I've learned to prioritize. You know, when my family needs me, no matter what I need to do in another country, it has to wait. So my family comes first. And sometimes I'm like, guys, I love you. You need to understand this, but I need to go and work because, bills have to be paid. I think I've learned how to prioritize my life, my family, my business, my relationships, and everything else. You prioritize. You just need to know what needs your attention first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is your recap 2023? We are ending it now.
A lot has happened for me this year. I've traveled a lot. I've done a lot of things. We're shooting season 3 actually of Young, Famous and African.
Exactly. By the way, congratulations for that.
Thank you. Yeah, that is one of
the
biggest global show from Africa right now. So I don't know. Like, I'm so grateful. All I have to say, like, I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful how God does things in my life. So for me, recapping 2023, It's all winnings. It's all blessings. I'm grateful.
All right. Let's talk about young famous in Africa.
Yeah.
What is your experience in that movie? It's a TV series. So far, we have 3 episodes so far?
We shooting season 3 now.
You should.
Yeah.
Already done?
Yeah, no, we're still shooting season 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Young Africans in my screens here.
Ah, there we go. That's the crew, the dramatic people.
What is experience do you have from this?
It's a lot going on with these people. People don't understand that our show is a reality TV show that's not scripted. We don't get to be told what to say. We don't have scripts. We actually just say things the way I am with you now. We just, people start fights.
Wow.
So it's hectic, you know.
No script.
No script. We don't do scripts
so it's
at all.
You just.
So if you see me saying shit to somebody or someone saying shit to me, it is as raw as you say it. So it's hectic. You know, reality shows are quite damaging.
Exactly.
Because you're not expecting I'm not expecting what you're going to say. You're not expecting my answer. And in the moment,
you
lose character.
No acting.
You end up saying things you would have never said in your life. And you're like, shit, I said that. But it's on camera.
And then they record
can't cut it. So that is how bad it is. But the experience is good. I'm working with some of the Africa's biggest stars. The father of my kids, Diamond. Swanky Jerry, one of the biggest stylists in Africa. Everyone in the show has a big name. So for me, being around these people, it's an amazing thing.
You loved it?
Yeah, I love the show. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing season 3.
Yeah.
I love the show.
In season 1, how was it?
Season 1, I think we were just getting into it, but we still delivered. You know, TV show is TV show. You sit there, cameras are rolling, you're like, let's get it started. Yeah, so we just go.
All right, so now let me talk about social media. Social media-wise, how do you manage to maintain your standards up to now?
I don't really pay so much attention on my social media, come to think of it, because most of the time I'll post something and go off.
All right.
And then I only go back a day later to say, wait, let me go and check what's happening with this post.
Exactly.
But I'm not constantly on my social media because I love the behind the scenes of my life. The behind the scenes of my life are so beautiful. But what people don't understand that when we post on social media, you think that is our whole life. That's just tiny of what we are deciding to show you. So I only show you what I want you to see, not everything. So you cannot, most people are always like, oh, she did this, or just because of one post.
Because you wanted to share it.
No, I have a whole life besides that one post that you're seeing me doing. So I think people need to differentiate between real life and social media. Social media is just a platform where we post things for fun or education, or we want to send out a message. But behind the scenes, like, I've got a whole beautiful, beautiful life. Yeah.
From your experience, are we confusing social media and our real life?
Yes. I think a lot of, social media partly is part of our life, just partly, but not
everything.
So I think a lot of people, even seeing me on social media, they kind of think, I know Zari.
I know.
And they feel like I can relate to her. No, you don't know me. You only know what I want you to see.
Exactly. That's what I know.
You don't know the real me. Only my family can tell you, or my sons can tell you, yo, my mom doesn't play. My mom will beat the hell out of you. People are like, Zari can, I can. But those are things you don't see on social media. So I don't think people should really take everything on social media serious. Social media is a lie, actually.
Sometimes. Exactly.
It is.
Thank you so much. How do you manage comments on your platforms? Because we are many there, and then the comments are different. There are some people who write everything they want on you. How do you manage to control such thing?
I think when you wake up and you decide to display your life for people to see, 1, you should expect good comments. 2, you should expect bad comments. Criticism, negative or constructive, you should expect everything. But for me, I'm just always in my mind saying, you know what, I posted this thing. I'm going to expect people to say this. And I'm also in a space where, like, that is just your 2 cents. It doesn't count. If you come and say something ugly, I'm like, that's how you feel. It's not me. That is how you feel. So if you come and say something ugly, I'm like, oh, this person is not okay. Look at the comment. Is he really okay?
Wow.
And I'm starting to feel sorry for you while you think, oh, I said something ugly to her. Yes. No. I'm actually asking myself, are you okay?
Okay. Not
what
me.
is triggering you to say such ugly things? You know, a lot of people in the comments sometimes actually project their lives onto celebrity lives to think if I'm going to go and say ugly things to Zari, I'm going to feel better. No, it's you. It has nothing to do with me.
So it's you going to struggle with your mentality, not yours, right?
Yeah, I'm here. There's almost 12 million people. I cannot start checking just one. No. I don't have time for you. Sorry. Yeah.
Do you have someone to control it, to manage your social media?
No. I manage
I know
my
you're an entrepreneur, a mother, a wife. You have businesses. You the one who controls.
Yeah, I control my social media, but with me, it's just getting on and posting, and then I'm off. I don't need the whole day to be on social media. I just need 1 minute. Post, get my caption, and I'm done. Yeah.
And then you are going.
And then I need to go look for money.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because these phones, if you want to be on social media, it can be the whole day and you won't do anything.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, nowadays, I have a lot of people who are using social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everything. Sometimes when you ask someone, she or he is going to tell you that Zari is my idol. If someone says that, how do you consider him or her?
It's a beautiful feeling when people say, I look up to you. You inspire me, you motivate me. It's a beautiful feeling. But I'm not perfect.
Yeah, sure.
I think people forget something, that celebrities are human beings.
Yeah.
There's nothing different between
angels,
me and the other. We're not angels. We didn't fall from heaven and we found ourselves here. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to make wrong decisions. I'm going to make all the bad things. I'm going to do anything a human being can do. So when I look at people saying, you're my role model, I'm like, am I really a good person? Can this person stand to say, Zari, I look up to you? So sometimes it also affects my decision. I need to take a few steps back and say, if I do this, what is that person? Because that person looks up to me. So that said, it puts you in boundaries, what you can do, what you can't do, what you can say, what you can't, how you behave around certain people. I can be crazy when I'm with my sisters. I can be crazy. And you don't see that part. You don't see that. I can be crazy. But when I'm around people, you're like, oh my goodness, they'll see this. I need to act this way. I'm going on TV. I need to sit like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's a beautiful feeling, but it affects someone a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, you're doing your business, being a mother, having children to care of, and then you're on the entertainment area industry. We have a lot of things to talk about. Zari, we have a lot of things, and we are going to talk about entertainmentally. How do you manage to care of your family beside that you are in the entertainment?
My family is always going to come first.
Wow.
Doesn't matter where I'm called, how much they're paying me. I don't care who it is. My family is always going to be number one in everything.
Why your family is number one?
Because they're the only people who genuinely and truly loves me. All those million followers on Instagram, they just
passing by.
Yeah.
Looking at you.
But your family, no matter what, your family is always going to be the first thing that is going to have your back no matter. I can be a nobody today. I can be broke. I can be anything. My family will be like, that is my sister. That is my mom. That's my aunt. That is, you know? Public will be like, what? She's sick. What happened? Is she dying? Oh my, you know?
Wow.
So family is always going to be number one to me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Turacyari kumwe na Zari, the boss lady. Turi kuganira afite igitaramo uyu munsi The Wave Lounge. Aho afite all white party yarayifite mu gihugu cy'Ubugande. Today is around here. Ari mu mujyi wa Kigali agiye gutaramira abantu benshi batandukanye muri Wave Lounge. I've been telling you that Buravan, he was one of the best artists. He passed away.
And he sings so good.
Exactly.
He's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you like or do you love the voice in this song?
The voice, yeah. I don't understand what it's saying, but it seems like a sexy song, romantic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite song so far in Rwanda?
Right now, the number one trending song to me is Ni Forever.
For the band?
By Ben, yeah.
Take five.
Yeah, that song is hard. No, it's just everything. He needed to say what he had to say, and he said it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And then he said it to someone.
Nah,
exactly.
He said it. He said what he needed to say. I love it. I wish my man could
He's the right
perform
person.
like that. Yeah. So beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We are ending this year, 2023, and
Yeah.
we are focusing 2024.
Yeah.
What is your plan? Do you have in 2024? Inshallah.
Inshallah, to begin with. I don't always have plans because we plan and God plans.
Exactly.
So usually I just have little visions to say, if I can do this, and then I put my mind to it to say, okay, I'll try and do it. But I don't always go into, oh, you know, New Year's, new me, new this. No, I don't. I go with the flow. I usually take my small steps to build them into something big.
Wow.
Yeah.
What scares you in real life, in normal life we have? As a human being?
As a human being, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not scared of death because we're all going to die. I've made peace with it.
Yeah.
I think for me, it would only hurt if I passed away when my kids are so small. So I don't pray for anything else in life. I pray for health, and I pray to die at a stage where at least my little boy Nilan, maybe he's 15, 20. Then I know he's okay, and the big brothers can. But right now...
Why? Have you experienced in that life?
My mom passed when we were not really young, because it's just 7 years ago when my mom passed. But it's different. You know, it's different because mothers are like guardian angels. Mothers are the gods of the earth. And without that, sometimes I don't have direction because she was my person. I could tell her, you know, this is how I feel. I'm hurt. Right now, it's so difficult for me to cry to anyone because if I come to cry to you, I'm going to see it on social media. Oh, Zari came to my house. You know she has problems.
No good now.
So we cry by ourselves. And usually when we have mothers, we have grandmothers, these are people that we can go to say, you know, this is how I feel. I'm hurt. I need to cry. Can I just sleep here and cry? And you cry and no judging. So I miss that. I want to be here for my kids so that they always have someone to run to. But death in itself, no, it doesn't scare me.
And about social media, what scares you?
Nothing. They've said a lot of ugly things to me.
Everything.
They've said good things to me. So for me, I love it because trust me, your people that call themselves fans, you already have them. They love you. The people that say, oh, I'm Zari's hater, those are your number one fans. Those are the people who will wake up and their whole page is about you. They just want to talk about Zari. She's this, she's that. Zari. You are my number one fan. So every time a person is like, oh, Zari's got haters. No, honey. These are lovers. I already have them. But this group that calls themselves haters, number one fans. They will wake up to see, what did she post? What did she wear? How is she eating? Where did she go? Where are the kids?
She's in Rwanda now.
What? Yeah. They need to keep up. Tell me that's not a fan. Tell me that's not a fan. So I decided to see life differently. When people bring negativity, I take that and actually turn it into positivity. So there you have it, fans, not haters.
From your experience, why people sometimes we have some negativity side?
It's different. We live in a world where we have internet now. You know.
Technology.
Yeah, technology. Internet has given a platform to so many people to think I can sit on my keyboard
in my room
and say whatever I need to say.
No one was going to catch
But I've met some of these people who call themselves keyboard warriors. They don't talk, but they talk here. But I've met some of them, and trust me, you would be shocked. They are the most coward people I've ever met because they start looking around. They don't want to. But no, you were saying things to me.
Just tell me now, I'm here.
Can you say them? It's like, oh, okay. So you don't have the guts. Social media is a platform that was meant to educate, to spread out messages. But now social media has turned into negativity. And I'll tell you this, when we see something bad about you, we want to spread it. We want to make it so big. I'm going to say it, I'm going to tell him, I'm going to tell the whole world. But when there's good things about you, we don't want to broadcast those ones. We give it a little attention. Oh, you went and did charity, you know? Oh, he did charity. Okay, he's just showing off. But if today you broke up with your girlfriend, hey, they dumped him. Hey, he's not good enough. Hey, you know, we are feeding into negativity. And the worst part right now is that society believes more negativity than positivity. We're feeding into it. And it's a very dangerous space to be in right now. So people need to change mindset. Social media is one of the ugliest places anybody can be. It feels like the safest, or I'm going to post a nice dress, I'm going to get all these comments, I look nice. No, no. Social media is dangerous.
Can even hurt you, right?
It's very dangerous.
Yeah. Do you think it's because of technology and people have changed their minds?
I think we are feeding onto negativity more than anything because anything bad sells.
Right.
I'm going to give you an example. Way back before now, we don't really buy newspapers these days. You wake up, get online, you see what's happening, who did what, right? So if the headline is Zari caught naked,
boom.
Trust me.
Fire.
Everybody. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We knew
because
it. We knew it. You know.
It's negative.
Yeah.
If it's a big headline, or Zari went to visit some old people.
Oh, and the hospital.
She's showing off.
She's showing off.
It is a beautiful thing to go and spend time with the elderly people, the orphans. We should give more energy into such stories. But Zari is naked. Why do you want to feed into that? What is it about Zari being naked that gets you so excited that, yes, they caught her? What is it? It is in here. It's the mindset. I think we need to change how people perceive social media and all the headlines that are always out there. It's so negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you talk about depression?
Depression is real, and I'm going to tell you this. It is so...
Have you ever?
I've been depressed at some point, and not a single soul knew I was going through depression. And that's the time, actually it was such a sad story. That's the time I lost the father of my kids.
Yeah, sure.
Immediately, 7 weeks later, my mom passed. And then during that time, the father of my kids had a biggest scandal. He had cheated and made someone pregnant. So everything was like, ta, 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 ta. And now you're sitting here saying...
It was too bad, yeah?
How do I deal with this? How do I take myself out of this situation and leave it here and grow?
How did you manage to come up?
I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't talk to anybody. I talked to God. I know now people will be like, nah, she's using God. Trust me. I told God, I need the energy. I need the strength. I need the wisdom. I need. And I broke down. I remember turning my dressing room into a prayer room. So 3 a.m., my alarm every day would go off, even if I didn't want to wake up. Even if I wasn't willing to wake up. 3 a.m., my alarm would go off, and I'm like, I need to pray. And I would cry. I would be on my changing room floor on the carpet, and I'm just crying. God, you need to help me. I don't know where to go. I don't have anyone to turn to. And I'm crying, and I'm breaking down. I think I was crying for almost a month. Then I started feeling better because I knew I'm talking to someone who's not going to judge me, but that person is just there to help me. And the fact that I actually gave my whole soul, heart, everything to God, he said, you know what, I'm going to take care of this. And how I went from being so depressed to now just living a life full of life, I was like, wow, you can really do amazing things, God. So that is how I took myself out of depression. I didn't need to seek counselors. I said I'm going to talk to God. But depression is real, and some people don't know how to deal with it. It can be a loss of someone. Sure. It can be a loss of a job. It can be ending of a marriage. It could be, and you see these young people taking their lives on social media is because they don't have anyone to talk to say, I can go and talk to this person. Again, we go back to negativity. If you come to talk to me, I'm going to tell your problems to somebody else. And now because you're scared to come and talk to me, it's killing you. You're dying with it. And that's why you end up like, I want to kill myself. You know, because we're scared to talk.
Yeah.
That's why you see great artists.
I don't want to live anymore.
He had his whole life. Why would he take his life? Negativity. People draw into negativity. And for me, that is the one part I don't want in my life. They say a lot of ugly things about me. I'm like, nope. Social media can depress you. Because I remember during that time when I was depressed, Tanzanian people were going on to me like crazy. Everything was like, but then I say to myself, that is not me. I have a bigger purpose in life. And the way I managed to pull myself out of that situation to be the woman I am today, nobody helped me. Nobody took my hand to say, you can do this. I did it myself with God. I'm like, God, I'm here. I'm broken. I'm finished. I don't have anywhere to go.
I want you.
take me.
Bring me back.
Use me. I'm like, whatever it is, use me, take me, whatever it is, do it.
Wow.
So prayer is key. Trust me, prayer is key. People underestimate prayer. And I don't look like I'm a prayerful person. I don't look, but I'm very spiritual.
Yeah.
I'm very spiritual. And for me, that also helps to guide me, you know?
How can you differentiate spiritual and praying?
I don't know, but like Muslims are supposed to be praying 5 times.
5 times.
I can't.
I know.
I'm going to be very honest. I can't.
Yeah, you can't lie.
I pray, those who follow me on my Snapchat, I pray my subh in the morning, and then I pray my Isha, the last one.
The last one.
But my subh I love, but the Isha also sometimes. But spiritual is me sitting here, being quiet in my moment, just in my moment, and I'm connecting to God, and I'm talking to Him, and I'm speaking to Him, and it's just me. You don't see, but I'm just here.
Yeah.
That's spiritual.
That's spiritual.
And He listens.
Wow.
So, yeah, people with depression need to reach out. I know it's so difficult right now where to go, who to talk to, but find a way. Find a way.
Now, let's talk about all-white party now.
Yeah.
What people are going to get, people should expect what, and then I have to be there to see what.
Yes.
And
so we have obviously a lineup of artists. We have great performances. Basically, the party is just a meet and greet. We're meeting people, having a good time. I always tell people, like, at this time of the year, today is the 29th, people have been working the whole year. People are tired. People are just like, I can't wait for 2023 to end. Yeah. So this is it. You come together, we have a good time, we just let it go. That's the whole vibe today.
All right.
No negativity, just good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes only.
Stay positive.
Yeah. So the Wave Lounge is happening today, and remember, guys, it's all white.
All right.
Yes.
Don't come with black.
Nah, not blue.
We know it's your clothes, but respect at least.
Yes.
Come with all white. All right. Nice.
Yes.
For your kids, what is maybe sometimes difficult time with your kids, and you wish for every parent who is watching RwandaTV, who is watching this show, to be aware of that?
With me, I have teenage boys, obviously, and then I've got the small ones.
I know, yeah.
So it's a huge
I know
gap
the big ones and the small
to balance this and this.
Yeah.
But one thing I really thank God is that my kids are very humble. My kids still listen. We fight about parking spots at the house. We do fight, like, why did you leave your car here? I think our problems are car problems, how to park cars. But my kids are so humble in a way, I had to sit them down and say, look, your father passed, and I'm here hustling to give us a good life. You guys can only help me by being good kids. I'm not asking you so much. I'm not asking you to go bring me the world. You know, mothers, we want the world from our kids. I'm like, I just need you to work with me, not against me. Work with me, because now I'm your father, I'm your dad. I'm your father, I'm your mom.
Sure.
So because we had to sit and have this conversation, and I say, if you guys really make it so difficult for me, I'm not going to be in a good space to raise you.
Right.
I can only be in a good space and be a good mother if you guys are making it easy for me. But if you're running off to the clubs, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're not sleeping home, I'm going to be depressed and I'll pass. And who's going to be here for you? So now they know, okay, we need to treat this woman in a good way, because without her,
so everything for us.
So I'm so blessed. My kids are very humble. And I'm working with them, which is good. So the small ones, very manageable. They're still small, but the diva, obviously. Oh, I created a monster, Latifah.
Tifa.
Yeah, she's coming. She's coming on Wild Stage.
Wow.
I think people should wait for Latifah.
Why?
Latifah is very talented. She's very confident. She's that girl that you don't need to tell anything. Latifah is such a blessed child. Like, I can see she's going to be an amazing, great woman one day. Like, I'll see her somewhere on a big stage and I'll be like, wow, that's my child.
Like her mom.
That's my child. I think she's going to be better than me. She's going to be bigger.
How? Why?
Nah, her confidence level and the things she does, Latifah is here. For her age, now she's blessed.
For me, I'm happy for that, because that question I'm going to ask you, I've been realizing that so many times. What makes you to put your kids together than separating them?
Being from different fathers.
Yeah.
That is a mother's job. It is a mother's job to know that, okay, you are from a different father, you are from a different father, but when we're here,
We are together.
We're together, we're family. And that is why you'll see me with maybe I'll go to Tanzania, you'll see me with Tanasha's kids. Because family, I don't think people understand the importance of family. That's why would you sit with Tanasha? I'm like, but there's a child, and that child is a brother to my kids. So if we try and keep families apart, we're doing more damage. Our job as mothers is to try and bring families together. Do you understand? So that is what I'm doing with my kids, that it doesn't feel like, oh, this is my stepbrother, it feels like, this is my brother. Latifa feels like, those are my brothers. There's no energy like that. Because it's how it is in the home. And it's beautiful.
It's helping?
I don't need to do anything. The kids know we're siblings, we are family. It's enough.
Wow.
It's enough.
Any message to maybe those parents who thinks that this one cannot join my kids because we have different parents? From your experience, though.
I think a lot of times it's a case of like, no, he had a baby with this one, we can't bring this baby here. At the end of the day, I'm even going to tell people, the child is there. If your man has had kids outside or your woman has, they are going to be there. They cannot be taken back. So the best way is to bring everybody. I'm always saying like I'm the matriarch of the family. Yeah.
Fantastic. So I have a brother or a sister, maybe someone else. He or she wants to join social media. What is your main advice to those who wants to join these social media platforms?
First timer, join with caution.
Right.
Not everything you see on social media is real. I've actually seen girls who want to prove a point that they are also balling. They will go to a friend and say, oh, I need to take these pictures for social media. Can I borrow your Gucci bag? Why are you putting yourself under so much pressure? Because other girls are taking pictures with Gucci bags. You need to also have a Gucci bag.
Why?
I don't really always post like fancy stuff. I post with my kids. But because my content is so authentic, people love it. I don't need to sit here with certain things to prove a point to a person. So first timers, be authentic, be yourself, and you never know who's going to spot you. Because we already have Zari. We don't want another Zari. We already have you. We don't want another you. Be yourself, because the world is always looking for someone who's different. That's why even on Idols, they'll be like, no, but you sing great, but you sound like Mariah Carey. We don't want another Mariah Carey, sorry. So and then the world will be like, no, but that person sings well. They don't want another Mariah Carey. So be different.
Wow.
Be different.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. All White Party, what time? Doors open at what time?
8 o'clock.
All right.
8:06. We're starting to arrive. So everyone should come through. It's going to be an amazing night. I have good feeling about today.
All right. So any message to our audience who is watching this show?
Yes. Going into 2022, these last few days can be very dangerous. Don't drink and drive. Leave your house leave your car at home if you have to.
So we have our hashtag here in Rwanda. It's titled "Tunywe less" and "Drink less."
Tunywe less.
Tunywe less.
Tunywe less.
Exactly.
Oh, tunywe less. Exactly. That's hashtag tunywe less. Yeah.
All right.
Call an Uber if you have to. Leave your car at home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to receive you here or to have you in my show the first time. But I wish you all the best. Allah bless you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
I didn't know why we used English so much while you can hata kuongea Kiswahili.
Kiswahili kidogo, well, na ni poa tu.
All right. So.